Hello everybody, my name is Jacob Toronto from ChasingCinema.com. I thank you for tuning into today's Chasing Cinema News, where I will sit and talk about what is going on in the world of motion picture. If this is your first time coming to our YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe so each day you are updated constantly on what's going on as far as movie news, DVD and Blu-ray release news and reviews. We talk about trailers, and of course each week we also do our podcasts and our actual movie reviews that are hitting the big theaters. Today we really got some interesting news. First big thing to talk about today. Yesterday we talked about Spider-Man and Ant-Man, all from Marvel, but now we're going to go on the opposite side of the spectrum and talk about DC, as the director of Wonder Woman, which will be set to come out in 2017, has exited the project. Michelle MacLaren, who is famous for not necessarily famous, not a super household name, but if you're someone who's been watching TV a lot, you are familiar with her. She originally started directing on The X-Files, where she did an episode, and she's continually stuck with television. But listen to her track record if you're not familiar with her. She has done Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and even one of the first episodes of Better Call Saul. So this woman obviously has the power and the knowledge to direct these, because all these shows are held in a very high regard. If you listen to our podcast earlier this week, we were kind of talking about how TV is in a booming state right now. It is even sometimes in seasons, depending on what seasons we're in, is even better than television, with House of Cards and Better Call Saul and shows like this. Game of Thrones just came back the other day. I unfortunately do not watch Game of Thrones very much, so I'm not in that junket yet, but hopefully one day I'll become a fan and start watching. But anyway, yesterday it was announced that Warner Brothers split from MacLaren because of creative differences. Now, though this is usually not a good sign for movies when a director splits based off creative differences, we saw something very similar with Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, Edgar Wright in Ant-Man, which will be starring Paul Rudd. But though so they have about 2 years. I believe the film is slated to come out in January of 2017, so we actually do have a lot of time to find another director. However, her directing in the film, if you look on IMDb, you could find the actual episode she directed. Those specific episodes are quite significant episodes, and they're powerful. They're really, really well directed. So I was really excited to see a woman kind of direct this really, really major motion picture, especially coming from a TV background, and really show that TV directors aren't just someone who knows how to shoot and make things quickly, rather than with a lot of quality, as TV used to be looked upon quite heavily. Excuse me. But there's been, now that was released yesterday, there's been some things now that people are saying this is the reasons why. I mean, there are some rumors that the reason that they split is because Michelle wanted a tiger sidekick for Wonder Woman. But who knows if that's true? The question is this kind of worrisome for everyone who's waiting for Wonder Woman? Is there something to kind of make people raise their eyebrow? But in all honesty, my opinion, I think we have enough time to find another director, though I felt that she honestly would have been a great choice to direct this movie. She is very talented. She knows how to work a camera. She knows how to tell a story. B, she's a strong woman. It's great for a woman to be directing a project like this. I'm not saying she deserves it just because she's a woman, but if you aren't familiar with the facts in the film industry with women, there is a huge issue with women in the film industry. Issue meaning that there's not enough of them, and out of all the Academy Awards given away for Best Directors, only 4 have ever been nominated. 4 nominated, and one of them only won. So there's only been one female director to ever win an Academy Award. And I'm not saying this movie would win an Academy Award, but what we want is big female names in the director's chair. We want big female names in film, out of film, meaning behind the camera. That is something that's important to me, and I think this would have been a great message. Hopefully they'll look for another really great female director. If they will, I don't know, but I'm hoping that this will end up working out in the end. Let me know what you think. Is this trouble? Is this early signs of dangerous things to come for Wonder Woman in 2017? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Toronto. Make sure to leave a comment below, and of course, visit ChasingCinema.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like if you did enjoy this video. Leave your comments. Let me know what you're thinking right now. What's going on? Was she a good fit? Is this a bad sign, or are you not worried at all? Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I update every day at Jacob Toronto. That's Tiranno. Again, that's Tiranno. And of course, please continue chasing cinema.